Hello and welcome everybody, what is going on? So this is MiaSanMiaTV and here today to do a preview for the match against Mainz 05. It's quite a difficult match. We're playing against 15th in the table and we have our keeper out for the rest of the season in a match that we pretty much have to win. I mean, at this point, obviously, if you want to get back from a losing spree, a losing streak, you want to get back on the road winning, and the best way to do that is by winning this match and then winning the next match, and then it looks like we might have actually won the Bundesliga at that point. It obviously depends on Leipzig as well, but so far, you know, we're 8 points ahead of them, and we need to do well right now to actually be able to keep that momentum up. And like I mentioned, our main keeper Manuel Neuer is injured with a foot injury, I think a broken foot actually, for the rest of the season, so games like these become much more difficult. And the big question now is obviously a question of motivation, a question of who is going to play, and a question of how are we going to play. And these three questions I'm going to try and answer with my prediction. So first of all, how are we going to play? I mean, we're going to play the same way that we've been playing the whole time, but I feel like that we're gonna be extra motivated. Obviously, it's a home match. After a loss, you kind of wanna, you know, after a loss in the Champions League, you kind of wanna prove to your fans, okay, we're still gonna try our best. We're still going to try our best throughout the season. The season is still not finished, although it feels like it is. So we're going to try and continue, and then we're going to, see how it goes. In terms of who will play, I think we should. Quite frankly, I think we should play youngsters. I think Coman, Kimmich, and Sanchez, I think all three of them should play tomorrow. I think Kimmich, should play as a right back tomorrow. Because if he is the option, and I don't like that, I've mentioned that before, I've mentioned that 100 times before, I don't like the fact that the club thinks that he's going to be the right back for next season. But if they're gonna, if they want him to be the right back, he should play a few games here and there this season to really get, to really have more play time on that right back position. And that plays Sanchez as well. He's still young, obviously, and what we need right now is game time. And considering that the season is nearly finished, he should get some game time right now, especially right now. And Coman, we've got 9 days to activate his buy clause, to activate the clause that we're gonna buy him. We've been taking our time, to be fair, and to be fair, it hasn't actually, from what the board as well as Ancelotti have come out to say, it hasn't actually sounded like they really want to sign him. Every time they do mention Coman, they're like, yeah, you know what, maybe we'll sign him, we'll likely sign him, but never a definitive, yes, we're going to sign him. And I think what he needs right now is game time to prove himself, and this is the perfect match for him to prove himself. So it's going to be a difficult match. They're 15 on the table and they're battling to avoid relegation. If you're battling to avoid relegation, then it's never really a good moment to play against such a team. And they've won the last match. They've had a bit of a dry spell, but they've won the last match, so they're dangerous. And quite frankly, they're much better than they're much better than the table suggests. I mean, most teams this season, most teams that you usually expect to be further up in the table, have not really done that well this season. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how they play. It's going to be quite interesting to see, especially away from home, and especially considering that we are kind of low in confidence right now. So are they going to really go for it, which I would normally expect the team to do, especially after a loss, after we lose such a big match, but considering that we have such attacking quality, probably a cautious approach is probably the best way to go. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how they play tomorrow. They've only had 9 wins throughout the whole season, so I think that speaks a little bit for itself. But we're going to see tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Just before I finish this video, I just wanted to mention that I gave my thoughts on shoot the defense regarding the Bundesliga, regarding Bayern, regarding transfers, potential transfers, and just the match against Real Madrid as well. So when I listen to that, I'll leave the link in the description down below. You can listen to that or watch it, either format. And just give it a watch and tell me what you guys think. But I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm predicting a 3-1 result. I don't think we're gonna do that well ultimately, but I think we're gonna do well enough to really show that the season is not finished yet, and we still have the motivation to go on. But that's just my thoughts though. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section down below. As always, you can rate, comment, subscribe. Peace out and have a nice day.